In the 2025 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Will Campbell, tackle, LSU.
Okay.
God, that is sorry.
Here we are again.
All right.
Hey,
Not
guys.
quite like last year when you guys were jumping around belly bopping each other.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You know, I have spent, I understand, years on afternoon shows with Hart. Weekend shows with Hart, the afternoon show
Feels
podcast.
like years in the afternoon.
It does. It's aged me so much. It's like I looked in the. I drank from the wrong grail. Just begging them to address left tackle, begging them to beef up the offensive line, begging them to do unsexy things like just, get stout and strong and start some trench warfare, like the fundamentals. And that's great. I just wish there was more certainty behind the pick as opposed to somebody that comes with question marks from multiple evaluators that you trust implicitly in terms of evaluating someone's talent and ability to play one of the most difficult positions on the field, Shine.
Yeah, it's not Joe Alt. Like, if this was Joe Alt, I would be pants off dancing around the room because that is an absolute surefire stud at whatever tackle position you want to throw him at. He's an all-pro for years to come. It's like the next Joe Thomas. This is not that. There are so many question marks. He might be pretty good, but more than likely, he's just going to be really good at guard, and that's an absolute waste of a 4th overall pick in a draft where guys are basically all the same. Just pick the guy, the best guy. That's all you need to do is pick the best guy. 9 times out of 10, it works out. It works out for the Eagles every time. They just take the best guy on the board, and he's awesome. Like, stop drafting for need. The Elliott Wolf told us last year they weren't going to draft for need, and yet here we are taking a guy who is too short of arms to play left tackle.
All right, let's carry this. Will Campbell just got his hat. I think he's about to go out and go out and meet Roger Goodell and do his little interview here. Let's go live to the stage.
Goodell has longer arms.
Moved to left tackle and struggled. Now he's back at right tackle. That's not automatic. So they want that blind side protector. They had to have it for Drake May. He's the franchise.
Had to have it.
Will Campbell, the arm length is an issue. He's an outlier. The outliers can be great. There's no question. Will Campbell's run blocking, phenomenal. Pass protection, though, for Drake May. Will get the ball out. He'll protect Will a little bit as well in that regard. I'm keeping an eye on, though, a couple things here now as the draft unfolding. The Giants, right?
All right, that's enough. We don't care about the Giants and all that other stuff. Doesn't matter now.
Wow.
What matters is the Patriots have their left tackle, maybe of the future, maybe a guard of the future, certainly someone who they're going to try out at left tackle, and that's going to be his starting spot here and where he'll report to at camp. Now, I feel like I'd be a hypocrite if I said I hated this pick because I've yelled and screamed about tackles, and Mego, you have too. So, this is a position of need that they're certainly addressing right now.
But it might not be a tackle.
And he might not be. So we'll see if that ends up happening.
From everything that you hear about the intangibles, he seems like a great guy, has an awesome attitude, awesome work ethic, is going to be somebody wonderful in the locker room and a total Mike Vrabel type guy. So, look, I will cover him fairly and warmly until he moves to guard, in which case I'll say, I can't believe you took guard at number 4 overall.
They're talking to Will Campbell's mother right now. The Cleveland pick is in, so they clearly knew who they were going to get at 5. I'm interested in seeing what they do here. But yeah, you're hearing from Brian Campbell, Will's father. We'll hear from Will in just a little bit, and we'll get some of the national reaction as well. Patriots, as expected with the 4th overall pick, have taken offensive tackle Will Campbell from Louisiana State University, and a guy who protected
First person who's ever called.
I know that was very proper.
I was about to say the Louisiana State University. I knew that was wrong.
Louisiana State University.
There it is. Now they're showing his highlights. You've seen, if you've been looking at tape from him, and I feel like people have been breaking down Campbell tape for a long time. There's good and bad with him. It's not all. I mean, there's a lot of examples of him getting pushed around, certainly in his last year. But again, this is the guy considered to be the best tackle in the draft.
I'll say this. If they can just use him as a stopgap at left tackle,
round, I can see that you're emotional here. How meaningful is it for you to represent this program in the state of Louisiana?
It means everything. They did so much for me and my family, and for me to be able to represent them the right way, I'll never be able to repay them for what they did for me.
I know you spent a lot of time with Patriots staff and head coach Mike Vrabel. What do you like about the culture that he's building there in New England?
That logo speaks for itself, but Coach Vrabel is a guy who I want to play for. He's a football guy, no BS. and I've loved everything that everybody in that building's about since the first time I stepped in there. So it's a complete honor to be able to have this hat on right now.
Well, one thing's for sure, quarterback Drake May has to be happy about this selection. Congratulations, Will.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Greeny.
There you go, Will Campbell. I like him. I don't know. I like listening to him.
Yeah, I think his personality is great.
I love all that.
I also liked when Vrabel said the other day, we're not going to win with just a bunch of good dudes.
Right.
Take the talent.
He sounded extra Forrest Gumpy right there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like big time Forrest Gumpy.
Okay, just think about what it's going to be like when him and Drake May are talking to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Drake May's like, and then
It's a complete honor for me to come play for Mike Vrabel.